Well, yes, I think we're digging our teeth right now into security matters, looking at kidnapping and trafficking. Just last week, 9 children were rescued by the Kano State Police Command. Children we understand were trafficked over a period of 5 years. They were recovered, and I think they have been returned or reunited with their families to discuss, the scenario around that particular incident. We have with us this morning Dr. Sani Sufi, who is a member of Board of Trustees, Kano Leads. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You have seen that particular story. I mean, I don't know how you received it. Can you just tell us how you received that story when you saw 9 children being returned, people who have been trafficked and, were recovered? What did you make of it?
Well, when we received information from the police that 9 children from Kano, whose parents have been complaining of missing children over years, were finally, at least 9 of them, were seen in Onisha market, sold literally as slaves, given names which were not their original names, and put in creed which is not their own, so that at least their identities are completely changed. And the police made a frantic effort to recover these kids. Out of about 50 kids, which are complained by this small community in Kano, of their children got missing within this period of about 5 years.
Wow, so the problem is peculiar to a particular community, and the community is talking about 50 children missing?
Yeah, they have been complaining about 50 children. These are communities outside the main city. These are the areas outside the walled city. They are all part of the Kano city metropole, except that there are settlements because of the big size of Kano. So most of the population now have gotten out of the walled city and are living within the vicinity of the enclaves. So these are some of these communities are those that have been making complaints, and they have been going to the police over years that their children are missing. So this time around, the police were able to recover about 9 out of about 50 that the complaint had been raging on.
What are the hopes that the remaining, say, 41 or thereabout will be recovered?
Well, part of what we are doing is now to work with the police and also work with the media to help in putting this to government, so that at least government take it as a very strong initiative for which they will direct all security agencies to work toward the recovery of these children.
Well, there are also some ethnic sentiments involved here, because those who kidnapped these children were of a different ethnic affiliation from the people who were kidnapped. Are there has any ethnic conflict a reason? Well, we're hoping that no one arise, but as a result of this, and how are we managing it?
Yeah, it's both ethnic and religious. And, we have been working hard. Interestingly, also the government of Kano State is also working hard to douse tension so that people don't see it as an ethnic or a religious problem. It's a national problem for which we will want the government to see it as such and work hard. We are also hopefully working to see that the government of Anambra State also partake in this recovery effort, so that at least these children get reunited with their families back in Kano.
Okay, so are you also working with the children to help reintegrate them into society?
The government has now gotten into that. So we'll want to see what the government is able to do, and we are ready to chip in whatever that we shall do to see that the children get reintegrated. Now, their first was even to get to their families first. And then after the families, we will see that their education and whatever psychological support that they need, we will give them.
Okay.
As part of the initiative of Kano Leads.
This is also coming at a time when, we're discovering centers where people are being discovered to have been locked up. And so sometimes in so-called rehabilitation centers, sometimes in so-called schools, so to speak. Are there any collaborative efforts that you are also bringing, perhaps to maybe uncover or to look critically at some of these holding houses or some of these so-called boarding schools where practices that are not normal could be going on?
Well, these are part of what we have been doing. It's just that it hasn't reached the level which we have to go to the media to say it. Sometimes you do a lot of things underground so that you don't blow it to a point that you can control it. These are things which require a lot of sensitization. And also because you see, those in the rehabilitation schools are those that are willingly taken by their parents. Maybe they think they are delinquents. And by bringing them into these schools, they will... And this partly is a failure of government to provide those kind of facilities, and of which you as a father, if you think you have having a delinquent child, and you don't have juvenile delinquency centers, which we had before. So they have to take these children to these malams who they think can discipline their children better. So I think this is a challenge on government to see how they can get and improve or remand houses, juvenile delinquency centers, where children who started with a wrong track of life are brought back and given a better upbringing, and then bringing the parents also to partake in better upbringing of these children.
Well, Dr. Sani Sufi, we wish we had a little more time to talk about these matters, but sadly we don't. But we have to thank you for coming on Sunrise Daily and sharing your thoughts with us. We wish you all the best as you continue to work with families and communities. Dr. Sani Sufi is a member board of trustees at Kano Leeds. Well, that's the program. I always say it continues. Yes, it continues tomorrow. That's the program for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your comments as well. And Malkwe Ogun Yusuf.
Yes, Mark, I was going to say you're on your own if you were going to extend it beyond now. Well, yes, indeed. So when you see anything going on, look, don't give up. Speak up. You could be helping somebody. Thank you for watching. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
I am Kayode Okikiodo.
Namayo Makide. Have a beautiful day.